Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tight on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 4 now. Check safety. Check 9.
On second down, Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Line 42. Watch QB drop.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Tight dog. Here goes 21.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Switch up. Check 52.
Here's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 6-0 our score after one. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 66 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Breeze now to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Running with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Breeze to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
49, check 49, check 49.
12.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Packer first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Breeze. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Breeze. He'll try and run it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Kamara. And an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On the ground, Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lutz is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Breeze going to throw. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the... Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 31 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
3 down. Hey, check. Kill. 3 down.
Breeze now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
He's got daylight. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Hey, 88.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Again, it's Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.